Big game breakdown Monday night NBA action. The Pistons and the Cavs. Detroit travels to Cleveland. Nothing but Pistons money so far. Cavs -6, showing signs that could go lower before tip-off. Total 219.5. And I'll tell you flat out, before I say another word in this breakdown, there is no freaking way I'm betting one penny on either one of these two teams tonight. No freaking way. This is bet against number one versus bet against number two. Two teams I want nothing to do with unless I'm fading them. Let me tell you why. Look at the Eastern Conference standings right now. There's Cleveland at 36-26. They're only, 3.5 games out of the 9 seed right now. The 8 seed right now. Detroit's sitting in the 9 seed. And Charlotte, whose little run has ended, is sitting in the 10 seed. But the bottom line is, not a lot separating Cleveland from a first-round matchup as an 8 seed in the East. And frankly, time's running out on the Cavs to become good enough to win in the playoffs. And time's running out on the Pistons to make the playoffs at all. You want to talk about bad point spread runs? Here are the Cavs, 3-19 against the spread when laying -7 or higher. 3-19 in this role. Well, now it's down to -6. But it's not much better at -6 or higher. And the hope was that Cleveland, you get younger and quicker before the trading deadline. They're going to be better defensively. They're going to defend aggressively. Well, how's that working out? Well, Cavs 2-4 straight up, 2-4 against the spread since the All-Star break. This is the number that stands out. Remember how awful Cleveland's defense was pre-break? Guess what? It's been exactly the same post-break. Yeah, they've gotten new, quicker bodies, younger, more athletic. The chemistry's there, not on defense. 5 of their last 6 opponents have scored a 108+ on the Cavs. Only hapless Memphis was held to less. And, how bad was it Saturday in the home loss to Denver? LeBron played 42.5 minutes in that ballgame. Tyronn Lue, quote, "They had it going offensively. So we just tried to throw everything at them. We switched. We blitzed. We showed. We did a little of everything. They got hot." They got hot, and Cleveland had no answers. So now the Cavs, they're not going to have Tristan Thompson tonight, so there's no rim protector at all, really, in this ballgame. They're going to start Larry Nance at center. I like Nance's energy. I'm not going to call him a rim protector. The only other really option at 5 tonight is Ante Zizic, and that's not necessarily what you want going up against Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. But Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin are getting plenty of headlines. The Pistons stink right now. The Pistons have actually helped the Cavs since the All-Star break because they've been so bad, there's no fear of Cleveland falling all the way out of the playoffs into the 9 seed. And we're talking about true ATS freefall. The Cavs, every day, the lead story on SportsCenter. Everyone's talking about Cleveland's failures. How about the Pistons? Both pre and post the Blake Griffin trade. I got them at 3-17 against the spread their last 20, and nobody is talking about it. That is point spread free fall. Since the All-Star break, 1-5 straight up, 1-5 against the spread. And look at the teams that the Pistons are surrounded by when you look at the stats. Net points per 100 since the All-Star break. Yeah, lottery-bound Memphis, bottom feeder Knicks, Chicago, Atlanta, Sacramento, all the worst teams in the league. And there's Detroit right in the middle of them. Blake Griffin, coming off his best offensive game as a Piston against Miami, scored 31 points and 6 assists. But, their guard play is atrocious, as bad as it gets in the NBA. And the fact that they lost the head-to-head against Miami, they're now 4 games behind the Heat for the final playoff spot. The vultures are coming for Stan Van Gundy. Van Gundy, he's saying the right things. Quote, "If they don't make the playoffs, look, I don't care about that. And I've said that. You guys keep asking me. We've got not control of the rest of it, so I don't give a shit about that." Van Gundy realizes that his job is on the line in Detroit if they do not make the postseason. Of course, fourth quarter failures, common for Detroit. They lost by 19 in the fourth quarter in OT at Orlando and Miami over the weekend. The offense stalling most when they needed it most. So this is a bad Cleveland team. Here's Van Gundy, quote, "We couldn't score down the stretch. Again, we just stand around. I went back to those guys. Those are the guys that are supposed to win games for us. We don't move when they play." The Pistons, 19 turnovers and 7 of 24 from beyond the arc. Van Gundy, quote, "That's just not going to get it done. We didn't get much help on the perimeter. Everyone's playing hard. I'm not trying here to blast anyone. We just didn't make enough shots. and we turn the ball over too much. It's worth noting, Detroit, before the Blake Griffin trade, they ranked number 4 in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage. Since trading Tobias Harris and Avery Bradley for Griffin, number 20 in the NBA in three-point shooting. Obviously, defending the three-point arc has been one of many Cleveland weaknesses. No action for me. This is sit back and watch type of ball game. The next one, however, Lakers, Blazers. Well, stay tuned. I got an opinion on that one right here on SportsBit. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.